A few days ago, I was thinking about why people do not leave certain apps, like why certain software products do not experience user churn as much. So it got me thinking, and I'd like to, have this conversation with us here on Rudy Speaks. So let me ask this question. Have you ever updated WhatsApp and immediately regretted it? The UI feels off, something moved, there's a feature nobody asked for, maybe a bug or two. You complain, you vent to your friends, you say, why do they keep doing this? But here's the question nobody's actually asking. Why haven't you left? And that's what we're going to unpack today. Why users don't abandon dominant products, even when the experience clearly declines. And if you're building anything, I need you to stay with me because this will completely reframe how you think about retention. Let me talk about WhatsApp specifically. It's going to be my case study today. People complain about the cluttered UI, the status updates nobody asked for, the random tweaks that keep moving things around, and the random color changes. Like the green, I feel like the shade has changed over the years, but okay. But here's what those complaints miss. WhatsApp isn't competing on feature perfection. It stopped being an app a long time ago. WhatsApp is now an infrastructure. It's plumbing, it's electricity. And you don't switch electricity providers because the switch looks ugly. No. That reframe is everything. Once a product becomes utility, something people need rather than what they want, the rules of competition change entirely. The uncomfortable truth about why you're still on WhatsApp. I don't know if it's uncomfortable, but it's not because you love it. It's because everyone else is there. Your family group, your work colleagues, your church, your clients, your vendors, the CEOs, you know what I'm saying? They all live in that app. So leaving WhatsApp doesn't mean deleting an app. It means convincing 50 to 200 people to move with you. That's not a product decision. That's a social migration. And most people won't lead that. This is what we call the network effect dominance. It is when the value of a product grows because of who else is using it, not because of what the product does alone. So when you're frustrated, even when the updates annoyed you, you stay because the cost of living isn't financial, it's social, and it's pretty hard to buy. So WhatsApp is free, but leaving it, that's expensive. Think about what switching would actually require. Rebuilding every group, migrating your chat history, re-educating your parents on the new app. And it's bad enough that we actually have to tell them that everything is AI right now. So we all know how that will go. Disrupting how you communicate with clients or teammates, that can be frustrating. That friction alone is enough to tolerate a lot of imperfection. And this is a critical product lesson. Users don't leave because something is broken. They leave when leaving feels easier than staying. Right now, for most WhatsApp users, staying is just easier, and that's intentional. WhatsApp is woven into your day. Morning check, midday replies, night scroll. It's muscle memory at this point. You wake up and the first thing you want to do is check if there was a WhatsApp message for you. When a product becomes habitual, irritation doesn't equal churn. It equals complaining. And complaining is not the same thing as exiting. This is something product builders often miss. Retention isn't only built on delight, it's built on embedded behavior. The product that becomes part of your routine has a very different relationship with you than one you pick up occasionally. So habit is stronger than frustration. So here's a strategic piece. Most WhatsApp updates touch the edges, the UI layouts, the placement of features, secondary tools, but the core job, the very core thing, the reason you're actually there, which is messaging, still works. As long as the core job is done well, users will forgive the chaos at the edges. The moment messages stop delivering or data get lost, and if you're using GB WhatsApp, why? That's by the way. Or the app crashes for days, that's when their dominance begins to crack. The lesson here is protect the core, you can experiment on the edges. That's the strategy that keeps users even through the complaint. So here's the takeaway, and I want you to sit with this. Sometimes users don't stay because they're happy. They stay because you've become necessary. And that is a completely different level of product maturity. So if you're building something right now, ask yourself honestly, are you solving a daily problem? Are you embedded in users' habits? Is leaving your product actually painful? And are you protecting the thing your users came for in the first place? If the answer to those is no, you cannot afford sloppy updates or fancy new features. But if the answer is yes, you've built leverage. And leverage changes how your market gets absorbed. So you can do whatever you want on the side. The real question was never, why do users tolerate bad updates? The real question is, have you built something they cannot easily leave? If this episode hits different, share it with someone building a product right now. They need to hear it. And if you haven't already, follow the show so you don't miss what's coming next. We don't just talk about product here. We're now the coding power.